Everyone, what's up? It's Jira, and welcome back to another voice editing tutorial. Today, sorry, I got distracted. Today, I did the voice of Loaderbot from Tales of the Borderlands, and this is the result.
My thanks is eternal.
Now, that's not, and granted, that's a really short line, but, it's, I think it's pretty good. Also, of note, this is the first time I did any real compression using Audacity's compressor, and I did take it into Cool Edit. So now, let's
My thanks is eternal.
recreate that. So, for the voice acting bit, honestly, if you're like me, you could just say it normally. Like, I'll use a different line this time. You just really need to talk like this and not really have any pauses in your sentences. Because, you know, he's a robot, he doesn't really have those pauses. Okay, so I'm trying to think of a line to say. I'll just use the same one. My thanks is eternal. Okay, so record that. Normalize. You know, standard stuff. Normalize. Noise reduction. Get noise profile. Repeat noise reduction. My thanks is eternal. Also, yeah, my room's kind of echoey. Sorry. Never really did have it, like, soundproofed or whatever. I already normalized it. Okay, so let's cut off that bit. And now, go to change pitch. And that's for later. So, how much and we're going to use semitones. Semitones is pretty much changing it. If you've ever seen a piano, it's changing it from one key to the next. So, that's pretty much an oversimplification of what semitones are, but whatever. So what you want to do is take semitones and do -5 because Loaderbot has a very deep voice. I haven't actually played Tales of the Borderlands, but I've been watching Jacksepticeye's playthrough, and go check that out, unless you're not a fan of Jacksepticeye, in which case, that's fine. But -5 semitones, and you get this.
My thanks is eternal.
So yeah, that's really over-exaggerated, but so is Loaderbot. So duplicate it until you have 5 tracks. Then mute this track. So we're going to work on these tracks. So, and this is something of a trick I learned from actually watching tutorials on how to get like IDM, not IDM, like EBM or electro-industrial vocals like God Module or Industrial, which I don't listen to that music that much, but the vocals are still really interesting. So anyway, what you want to do? Go to this first track, change pitch, -2, and next track, change pitch -1, and then on this track, change pitch +2, or just 2, and on the next track, change pitch semitones +1. But yeah, do all the value on semitones. And then highlight these, but don't highlight the top one. And then, no. So I like these, mix and render. And the reason we're mixing and rendering is because then we could turn down the gain on this a lot. Turn it down around 9 and then...
My thanks is eternal. My thanks is eternal.
So yeah, it's not quite done yet, don't worry. Mix and render. And then, go to echo. These are kind of the default settings I have. Delay time 0.015 and decay factor 0.65. Just do that once.
My thanks is eternal.
And yeah, there's still some weird sounds, which if you saw my voice, like my computer voice, you know I'd take out some of those like fade outs in Cool Edit, but we're not doing this in Cool Edit. And then you go to the compressor and copy these settings. -21 dB threshold. You don't really want a noise floor, because, like, honestly, unless you're, like, an audio engineer, like, you really don't want to be messing with noise floors. I mean, you could just do noise removal with that. A ratio 4:1, attack time, and release as low as it can get. And then compress that.
My thanks is eternal.
And right here, this is the reason I don't like Audacity's compressor.
My thanks is eternal.
Because it, like, the volume's just, like, it takes a little time. You can probably see what I mean. Like,
My thanks is eternal.
And I really don't like that. Cool that it's a compressor doesn't really have that problem. So what we'll do is amplify, bring it up however seems appropriate.
My thanks is eternal.
That's pretty good. And delete that breath. So yeah, that's how you get the Loaderbot voice from Tales of the Borderlands. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Dira, and I will see you lovely people later.